A common phrase usually expressing surprise or confusion is, what the A. Dickens, B. Austen, C. Tolstoy, D. Hemingway.
I don't know this one.
What the?
I'm going to pass.
What the?
I don't know it. I'm going to pass.
Going to pass?
Yeah.
See you later.
Thank
See
you.
ya. Hello, Inika Goy.
Hello there, Eddie.
How are you?
Great.
That's a lovely tan you've got.
210, is it? Not from the airlines.
No, what have you been on holidays or something?
Yes, I have recently.
Where
been
have you
on
been?
holidays. Nepal, we went. Yeah, it was fantastic.
From Newtown in Victoria, you're a chiropractic assistant and an usher at the Geelong Performing Arts Centre. 62 years of age. Peter's your husband. G'day, Peter.
G'day, Eddie.
Good luck, mate. 2 daughters, Jessica, 28, Stephanie, 26. You've been trekking in Nepal. Got up to 3,500 metres. That's a fair way up.
It was.
How was it?
Yeah, look, fantastic. We went in the Annapurna range and, yeah, it was magnificent.
Inika, you must get this right, OK? A common phrase usually expressing surprise or confusion is what the Dickens, what the Austen, what the Tolstoy, what the Hemingway.
Well, the only thing I can think of, Eddie, is what the Dickens. Lock in A.
What the Dickens is locked in. I thought there might have been an E there, but it wasn't. What the Dickens is correct for $100. Dating for around $1,600. $200. Which of these is a mustard-like condiment commonly served as a green paste? A. Mirin. B. Soy sauce. C. Ponzu. D. Wasabi.
Well, it's not soy.
8 seconds.
OK, I'll pass.
Pass, see you, Inika.
Thank you.
Catch ya. Michael Barnes.
Correct.
These is a mustard-like condiment commonly served as a green paste. Mirin, soy sauce, ponzu, wasabi.
Well, I know it's green and I know it's a condiment, so I'll put D, wasabi.
Locked in and correct for $200. Mirin is light rice, wine, soy sauce and ponzu, dark-coloured liquids, $300. Heavens to Murgatroyd is a catchphrase made popular by which cartoon character? A. Fred Flintstone. B. Snagglepuss. C. Bugs Bunny. D. Tweety.
Look, it'd be a shot in the dark, so I think we'd have to pass.
You're going to pass?
Yeah.
OK. Catch you later, Michael.
Yeah, thanks.
See you, mate. We're whipping through for on tonight. That's the way. David McPhail from Strathmore in Victoria is a computer programmer, 59 years of age. You know this one, David?
Unfortunately, I do, yeah.
Oh, good. Heavens to Murgatroyd is a catchphrase made popular by which cartoon character? Fred Flintstone, Snagglepuss, Bugs Bunny, Tweety.
Lock in B, Snagglepuss.
Snagglepuss is in, correct for $300. So luckily you don't have to exit stage left.
Yeah.
Pink Mountain Lion first appeared on the Yogi Bear show back in 1961. We'll take a break and come back and play for $1 million.
A friend of mine was a friend of hers, but I didn't realise it, and he picked me up and drove me over to Wimbledon while the tennis tournament was on. And we pulled up outside a house just outside Wimbledon. And he said, as we were getting out of the car, he said, whatever happens from now on, just pretend that that's what always happens. And
yeah.
We knocked on the door and Martina answered the door. So
And what, you drove
invited us in,
yeah.
took us out to the tennis.
She won?
She won. We
Yeah.
went back to her house, many beers, takeaway curry.
That's what you do when you win Wimbledon. You have a takeaway curry.
Apparently, yeah.
There you go,
It's the only
David.
time I've ever been there, but apparently.
That's what happens. Good on you, David. Let's go. Come on, let's win some money. $500. Ashtanga is the name for a variety of which activity? A. Karate. B. Chess. C. Yoga. D. Sumo.
I think I can fairly safely pass on this, Eddie. I actually have no idea.
Catch you, David.
Thank
See
you
you
very
later.
much.
Hello, Laura Fernandez. Oh, jeez, I tell you what, we're whipping them through at the moment. 34 years of age from Richmond in Victoria, policy officer with the College of Intensive Care Medicine.
That's right.
Right, what does that all mean?
Well, it means I look after policy at the College of Intensive Care Medicine.
Ask a silly question. When you were 6, a horse tried to kick you in the head.
Yeah, it did.
What happened?
I didn't see it coming. Which I think speaks to my untapped kung fu skills, that it was coming straight from my head, and my sister can attest to this, and I blocked it with my arm, and so it broke my arm, but it would have hit my head, and I flew backwards. I was sitting on a rock, I flew backwards, and...
Gee, you're lucky.
Yes, I was very lucky.
Stephanie, you were there, were you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, how scary was it?
It was ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Gee
bad.
whiz. All right, let's get stuck into this. You must answer this question. Ashtanga is the name for a variety of which activity? Karate, chess, yoga, sumo.
Lock in C, please.
Yoga, locked in and correct for $500. $1,000. Since 2004, which airline has been the naming rights sponsor of the Melbourne Cup? A, Virgin Australia. B, Singapore Airlines. C, Qantas. D, Emirates.
I'm pretty sure it's D, Emirates. So I'm going to lock that in, D.
Lock it in. Emirates. The Emirates Melbourne Cup.
Yeah.
Correct for $1,000. Yeah, billed as the Emirates Melbourne Cup. Fantastic sponsorship arrangement between the Victorian Racing Club and Emirates. $1,500. A hod is a piece of equipment used in particular by which tradesperson? A, locksmith. B, bricklayer. C, electrician. D, plumber. Hod.
Odd. Okay, no idea. But I'm going to take a risk and lock something in. So, a hod. I don't know why. Oh, my brother-in-law's a plumber, and if it's plumber, he'll kill me.
10 seconds.
I'm going to look in D.
Plumber?
Yeah.
You haven't got a brother-in-law who's a bricklayer, have you?
No.
No, you needed one. It's bricklayer, Laura. Yeah, it's a portable trough on a long handle for carrying bricks or mortar. That's a hod. Thank you very much for being part of the show.
Thank you.
See you later. Hi, Rob.
Hello.
Rob Crumpler is a hospital specialist representative with Pfizer from Modbury North, South Australia. Chris is your mate. G'day, Chris.
Hi, Eddie.
How are you?
Good.
Welcome to the show. Tell me about this. When you were born in Zaire, in hospital, it was attacked by guerrillas. One soldier tried to shoot you as a baby.
Yes, yes.
What happened?
Well, I was crying. So, yeah, the hospital was stormed by the guerrillas. It was Belgian Congo in those days.
Yeah.
And just as he was levelling his gun, one of the nurses knocked the gun up in the air. The gun
Well,
went
he's going to shoot
off.
you because you're crying.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
I didn't remember it.
No.
But the gun went off. My sister, who was 6 at the time, was standing very close. She developed a stammer that she had for many, many years afterwards.
As a result?
Yeah, as a result.
I don't doubt it. So where did you go from Zaire to where?
Back to England, yeah. My parents were missionaries at the time.
And then out to Australia?
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
Since '93, so 20 years.
Good on you, mate. Two daughters, Tasha, 20, and Alyssa, who's 17.
Elisa,
Elisa,
yeah.
who's 17.
Gorgeous.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Which of these is the term for a remedy to any and all problems? A, panacea. B, placebo. C, pariah. D, poultice.
Well, being a hospital specialist rep, I know what a placebo is, but I think panacea is the answer. So lock in A, please, Eddie.
Lock in panacea, correct for $1,500. Panacea, the universal solution, $2,500. In a popular advertising campaign for car insurance, Rhonda first meets Ketut while holidaying where? A, Indonesia. B, Fiji. C, Thailand. D, Hawaii.
Good question. I don't think it's certainly not Hawaii. I don't think it's Fiji. But I'm not sure whether it's Indonesia or Thailand, so
Rhonda
I think
and
I will
Ketut.
take a pass.
You're going to pass?
I think I will.
See you later, Rob.
Thank
Catch
you.
you, pal. Cassie Bujaroska. You know the ad?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Who's it for?
Indonesia?
No, hang on, not the answer.
Oh, it's,
Where's my suspense guy now, Cassie?
sorry. I think it's for Amy?
Yeah. In a popular advertising campaign for car insurance, Rhonda first meets Ketut while holidaying where? Indonesia, Fiji, Thailand, Hawaii.
I'm pretty certain it's Indonesia, so I'll lock in A, please, Eddie.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Lock it in. Correct for 2,500. Seven questions for $250,000, Cassie.
That'd be nice.
For 4,000. Which of these words is a synonym for apprehend? A, estimate. B, challenge. C, understand. D, confuse.
I don't think it's A or B.
Which of these words is a synonym for apprehend?
Going with my gut, I'm going to say C, Eddie.
Lock it in.
Wrong.
Correct for $4,000. That was a bit of a head-scratcher, that one. It comes from a word meaning grasp. Obviously, to apprehend is to capture somebody, either physically as in arrest or mentally as in to understand. So to grasp the concept of something. Went via the Cape to get that one, but we got there anyway. All right, let's go. 6 questions for $250,000. This for $6,000. Which chemical element has the symbol CO? A, cobalt. B, chromium. C, copper. D, carbon.
I know it's not D or B. Just trying to remember back to Year 9 science. So toss up between A and C.
Ten seconds.
My gut's saying copper, so again I'll lock in C.
Final answer?
A. Lock in A. Am I going? Am I wrong?
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
Your gut says copper. Your gut says copper, so lock in cobalt. I'll give you the answer right after this.
Oh my...
Welcome back to the hot seat, Cassie Bujarowska. Which chemical element was the symbol CO? You said, I'll go with my gut, copper. It's always C, isn't it? When you do that, you're locked in cobalt. And it's correct for $6,000. Chromium is Cr, copper is Cu, carbon is C. $10,000. So we've got 5 questions, 5 contestants, everyone in play. Who won the Best Actor Oscar for his role in the 2002 movie The Pianist? A, Nicolas Cage. B, Daniel Day-Lewis. C, Adrian Brody. D, Jack Nicholson.
One of my dad's favourite movies, actually, so if I don't get this right, it's going to be a bit upset. I know it's not C. I don't think it's C anyway. Doesn't seem like a movie Adrian Brody would do.
8 seconds.
Lock in B, Daniel Day-Lewis.
Final answer?
Yep.
No, it was Adrian Brody. Yeah, C. Nominated for the 2003 Best Actor Academy Award. He was 29, still the youngest winner of that award. Cassie, you played really well. Thanks for being part of the show. Well done. Come on, Inika. 4 questions for $100,000. Inika Goy from Newtown in Victoria. Let's play for $10,000. Australia's Raymond Longford Award is presented for lifetime achievement in which of these fields? A, medicine. B, film. C, sport. D, politics.
Wouldn't have a clue.
Raymond Longford.
I don't think it's for a film. I don't think it's politics. I'm going to go for medicine. Total guess.
Final answer?
Final answer.
In medicine. Sorry, Inika, it's film.
Yeah.
Presented by ACTA, the Australian Academy of Cinema and Television Arts. It was won by Jackie Weaver in 2014. The award is named for one of Australia's leading filmmakers of the silent era.
Okay.
The old Longford Cinema used to be in Melbourne as well. Inika, thank you very much for being part of the show. Good on you. Come on, Michael. Let's go. Win some money. Special needs primary school teacher, 23 years of age, from Birkdale in Queensland. 3 questions. Rob, you can win 10,000. David, you can win 20,000. Michael, 50,000 for you. Somebody's going to win $1,000 at least. Go. The flag of which of these countries is a white diagonal cross on a blue background? A, Scotland. B, England. C, Ireland. D, Wales.
Could I lock in A, Scotland, Eddie?
You certainly can. It's correct for $10,000. Known as the St Andrew's Cross, it represents the crucifixion of the patron saint of Scotland, St Andrew, which means, Rob, I think you're done, mate. Thank you very much for being part of the show. All right, get this right, a free hit at 50,000 and $1,000 in your pocket. Otherwise, David, you're up for $20,000. Here it comes. In 2013, Ashley Barty and Casey Delacroix made it to the doubles finals of all but which Grand Slam tournament? A, the Australian Open. B, Wimbledon. C, US Open. D, French Open.
Oh, dear. Look, I'm going to have to take some kind of punt. The French Open is the most different from the Australian Open, I guess, with the clay courts. I guess the US is quite similar to us, and Wimbledon's got grass. Not too dissimilar, so... Not too similar, I mean. Oh, golly. Look, I'm going to put in D, French Open.
Final answer?
Correct, yep.
In. Love the way you worked it out. Correct for 20,000. Well done. Hey, mate, you've won $1,000. Congratulations. Michael's in the hot seat. It's hot, all right? He's doing this one. He's rubbing his face. He's got everything going. All right, come on, Michael. Concentrate. This is it. For 50,000 cash. One of the world's most remote locations, Easter Island, is a territory of which South American country? A, Chile or Chile, Chile. B, Ecuador. C, Argentina. D, Brazil.
All right, well, it's not C or D. Easter Island is one of the most remote. I know it's across from Chile. I don't know why Ecuador would take claim to it. You know, I'm just going to toss and turn. I'm just going to lock it in and go A, Chile.
Locked in. Michael, you've won $50,000.